And we're live. This is probably a work of fiction. Oh yeah, shit. Forgot to use my controller. It's really loud, the audio. Oh, this is... Why is this so weird? Is that loud for you as well?
It's louder than your voice that comes over the stream.
It's louder, right? Yeah, it's loud as fuck for me too for some reason. Let me try 30%.
25% or something.
Let me try 20. Jesus Christ, what's the point of having a game on 20%? Maybe I need to put this down as well.
I have to have WoW on 20%. But it's too loud for Discord.
Ah, that's okay.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into.
Goodbye.
Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
I'm Richard.
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Yeah, I trust you. Drop it.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Ooh, achievement unlocked. It's one of those games.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
Nasty von bullshit. One month later. 1793. Those were the days, eh? Good times.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island. The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Backchatters.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Nice titties though.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah, don't! No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay. Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely...
What the fuck's wrong with this game? Like, really?
need to find you, Mother.
You adjust the sensitivities last time.
Sorry?
You adjust the mouse sensitivity or something sensitivity last time, didn't you?
Oh, that's what the same as before. What do you mean last time? It was the first time I played this game. Just wondering what it looks like. I mean, it looks okay, but it runs like ass. It's not like on a 1080. This thing's barely fucking working.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
A diplomat. I'm gonna take this. So. Plus 1 skill point in linguistics. We have now 7 to get position. Okay. So that means I have level 1. Okay. Take politics as well.
Etiquette as well, because usually you can get.
You speak up a bit.
I said, are you going to take etiquette because you needed that for one of the meals you
What? I never played this game. What do you mean?
Sorry.
I don't know what to take. I'll take it.
Yeah.
You seem to think this is needed. Oh, look, another achievement. Yeah.
Well, I've devoted myself to the interests of France to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away, thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, They came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say, you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive in the situation or discover the objects. You must need to unlock it. Okay.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Each person you meet on the island has their own personality. Both certain skills and materials explain the past. It's crucial to achieve. Each person goes shoots against. Next thing that you exhaust me.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Sorry to retry.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Can update tenants when carrying out certain actions, to refute conditions and effects to offer very interesting improvements. No. Do you see this when I rotate my camera? You get the feeling like this game is running at like 10 FPS. Or is it like less visible on the stream?
It's not as smooth as like Doom, for example.
It's even worse with the mouse, to be honest. Don't understand. Like, let me just go back to the menu for a second, because this is really fucking hot. Quality is on maximum. And you said 1080p for fuck's sake. Maybe it's. I don't think it's VSync though. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's because of Windows. I should touch full screen. Constant. Maybe it's that. I'm trying to VSync all as well. See how that goes. Oh, is it right?
Do you think you only really need that if you've got tearing?
If I don't have tear, I just don't have anything. Game looks like fucking garbage. Yeah, I do have screen tear now. But it's a lot smoother though. Screen tear, there we go.
Put VSync back on, but leave that constant 30
Yeah,
FPS
screen
on.
tear. I think it's the VSync that makes it go laggy. It's adaptive? No, okay. Slightly better. Yeah,
Better.
that's much better.
It's a lot better.
Yeah, it's much better. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Limited
May I ask your
capacity.
name?
I can't hear you when
Louis
people are
Moras
talking.
de
Give me a
Richet.
second. What do you say?
I said it's because you're limiting the game to 30 frames per second all the time, and you've got that other option on.
It's worth it, it's enabled. Right.
Monsieur de Richet, delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost effort points. So I can't take this. Why is it locked?
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Okay.
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Of course, sir. Please, take it.
Oh,
On
is
that
it?
note, I must leave you, sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili, quantilia produncia mundus ergatur. You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Okay. Oh, it runs a lot better now.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
How do you get that then? Subterfuges. Talents. Subterfusion. I don't see it anywhere, so it does. No. Nope. Ah, yeah. Discreetly steal items, pick locks, and notice falsification. Why might you get this?
Wooden floorboard.
Yeah, so.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Examine it again.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Question where it came from.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. Somebody replaced it recently, but looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here. Ah, shit! It's not coming up. I'll never manage it barehanded.
So I need to
I
find
need something to lever it with.
Royal Jelly, 2 effort points.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna turn my light off because I'm getting too much light in here. That's much better. Still need to get rid of that Christmas tree at some point. Right. Much better. I can see everything now. Turn everything off. There's a barrel here.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Some more Royal Jelly.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Oh, there we go. A crew ball.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy. A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Some more jelly. When burned, 2 handkerchiefs, and a letter. Express my embarrassment. Fight your mother. Mystery. Lord Mortimer. That's a lot of reading. Money on account, but it's everybody. Time when I'm discreet. So that's a repairs. Few years just because the favorite diplomat of the queen. I got much suspicion and jealousy. Okay. Oh, that's me. Yeah, why would they wear masks? Yeah, cheap. Let's speak principles of the Roman Catholic Church. Am I? In circles of society. Okay, we know that thing about him. More jelly?
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
A mailbox.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
A letter written in an Oriental language. This letter's in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo.
Oh, why is that interesting?
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there.
Probably a Dutchman. This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Prashi. No. Can't seem to place it. Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter's for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail.
But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois?
Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You've never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? For crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar? Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close. Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
So I think I forgot to examine the letter.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look.
Did I do this one?
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Oh, I can't hear you when they're talking. Is that?
HB de la Barre.
No, I just read it.
HB de la Barre.
I know, I just read it.
Sorry.
A lantern. Nothing special.
Shut the fuck up now.
Yeah, god damn it. Ruining my immersion. Yeah, need to check this thing as well. Oh, what's this floorboard thing? This. Ah. I think I just fucked something up. Oh,
That
right.
does it. Let's see what's hidden inside.
There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Yes, mother. Manuscript scenario dedicate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each class, you can choose what reading gain permanent skill points. Push the to access your menu pages. Okay.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Examine the powder.
Bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
Gunpowder.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean?
Some tampons.
Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. And the bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days. An iron key completely rusted. You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Oh. I think I just messed something up. Like maybe she does need a key. Why would I take the bag though? I'll take the bag.
Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger. There we are.
Nice.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Maximum effort points per 1. Okay.
Amber.
And
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
yeah, shit.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. So, let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
A Byzant from the Byzantine Empire. A coin often used during the St. Louis era.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Conversations. In a conversation, you will have to do steps and pursue the task.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Why would I say art collector?
I say art collector as well.
Yeah, but why would he say he's an art collector? Because that's a lie, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Fuck it, I'll take it.
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
Ah, I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Yeah. I don't have these skills, right?
Listen, you have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to my mother the moment I find her.
The moment you find her? You mean Sarah has gone missing?
Shit, I shouldn't have said that. Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
The last time conversation, you must convince the person you are talking to and give a positive answer. If you better understand what it's up to, no blunders left. I wonder if it matters, like having like everything correct. I'm guessing it doesn't, right now.
probably not, as long as you have like a
promise. What's the difference between promise and okay, no worries? Fuck it.
Your Eminence, if there's one thing you can count on,
promise.
it's the value of a promise made by a Deriche. Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a Deriche always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
You're welcome.
Whoop, whoop.
Especially since I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you a secret.
The majority those.
Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
I'm confused. Am I allowed to look at it or not?
Well, you promised you wouldn't, didn't you?
Did I though?
Mm.
All I said is like, yeah, name, trust. Anyways. Oh look, it's the map of Europe. Can't go in there.
I've just arrived. It might be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited.
Nah. It's fine, dude. Kind of. Devil's Torn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities for brewers who acted out the chosen conversation. Okay. Painting.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
How chill.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Just like the clues.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this. Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
That's nice though. They crucified him upside down.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
Or just steal it, I guess.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Maurras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
About the surprising main door.
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Well, I think everybody knows she's missing.
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Well, actually...
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Which one should I take? Should I follow the old men or stay with the beautiful lady?
Washington.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying.
Hey,
Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking, but I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother. Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Rather political.
Yeah, I'm thinking this one as well.
So, my mother was with...
Oh, I'm exhausted. Damn it!
during the American Revolution. Did you talk about politics?
Yes. In spite of her young age, she defended our cause with enthusiasm.
Did she go to the front line like your famous gunner, Molly Pitcher?
Yes, in a way.
The role given to women in your war was a great step forward.
Lee, I am impressed. Few people know about the legend of Molly, so you don't know the true story. Molly Pitcher is a character invented by Sarah. She persuaded me to use a heroic female figure, an American Joan of Arc, if you will. It enabled us to gain a few thousand extra fighters, and it was all thanks to your mother.
I didn't know that. Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Show the book found at the cave. Which book was that?
The book that his mum read passages to him from.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that one.
But I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me. I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Dr. John Adams. I could go the one computer to follow. Don't know anything about him. Okay. Is that how they actually like dressed back in the day? Wow. Baron of Nottingham. No, it's not the sheriff. I already know that guy. The founding father and the first president of the United States of America.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
All right.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room? Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Damn, door's closed. Let's do some exploring.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte. Monsieur Jacques Perru. A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Golden elixir. You can.
Decorum guide.
What's this do again? Oh, spec units. Nice grip though.
Monsieur Johann van Woolner.
For the wood now. do you see the coins? Oh. Lost coins in... I'm guessing that's like nothing, I suppose.
President George Washington.
How's my bedroom?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
What do you say?
Please sit at the end of the hall.
Yeah, I thought this was the end of the hall. Oh, there. I think this is it. Yeah. Okay. I have found my beautiful home.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
Open the letter without breaking. Ah, fuck. I wish I had this. I fucking.
Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother.
Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Nice room. I saw something blink on the floor here. A collector's coin. Very nice.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Carmelite water gives you the focus state. Next skill will cost no efforts. Okay.
Carmelite water. Honey. The remedy of the gods.
Blah. Maybe we can.
This is Circe.
Don't just pick up. I just pick up like 2 coins. Oh yeah. Wow. Many coins I have. Oh, shit. I want to explore. Achievement. And we could have made an unexpected encounter. I can level up. Nice. Alright, so for some reason I can't get this.
Your subterfuge.
Oh yeah, I can actually get it. It's gonna require so 2 points for level 1. I see how it works. So this is like level. Okay, yeah, I get it. There you go. So I need like 1 more to unlock this. Okay, I got 1, so I can get manipulation. Let's take manipulation.
Go back to the erudition thing.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you like speak up?
Erudition. What's that? Left. There.
Benefits from a sound cultural background in the arts of geography. But I can't take this. Like, I need to fill it completely to get level 1.
Okay.
So this is like all level 1. This is also level 1, so I need these all on level 1 to be able to use them. But here I need like 2 points, I need 2 points here. 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. So you can get manipulation. So I can actually get that at least.
Get that.
And now you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript will have skill points at the end of the quest. Okay. So I can pick one of these. So, give me a second. Diversion, conviction. I don't think I have sense. Do I have sense? No. Diversion I have, I think. Yeah. Skill point etiquette. Is it like one skill point, or how does this work? Yeah, I'm just gonna take science. Okay. Not a bad dream.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Bonaparte. Lieutenant in the French army. I bore a grudge against the aristocracy, clergy, and the French people who failed to accept them.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
He's bleeding again.
I'm coming.
Hurry to answer the door.
Excuse me, am I bothering you?
Yes.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes.
Did she?
Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Which one should I take? Should I help George Washington or investigate my vision?
Help George Washington.
Count on me, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
Another achievement. Working on that.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
I think it's this one, right? Just run past it.
An old sesterce from Roman Gaul.
It's a Stasa. Ooh, another coin.
Something on the sofa as well. Did you pick that up?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Did you pick the thing up on the sofa?
No, I don't think there was anything on the sofa.
Ah, my son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe a Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in the small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Why should I be the one who go? Exactly.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Who do you think you are?
There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you control.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
What should I do? Should I let him beat her to death?
I'll step in.
You sure?
I think so.
You filthy whore!
I apologize. Have mercy. Please have mercy. No!
I apologize. Nah, nah, nah. Mercy, have mercy.
Oh, I think I picked the wrong thing. Shit.
Where's that smart mouth now? I'll teach you a little respect. Huh?
Are you out of your mind? What about the consequences?
What are you talking about?
The consequences of beating up one of Lord Mortimer's friends in his own house.
You tell him about that and you'll have to answer to me.
Oh, I can't do that. Oh wait, I can't. No? Shit.
Given the mess, talking's not gonna help anything.
Why can't I? Oh, I didn't have enough fucking thingies. Shit. What was his name again? Jack Bell. That's what I'm gonna fix.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Yes, I found out many things.
Good.
Did Elizabeth give you any trouble?
Elizabeth? No.
Well, you could have mentioned she was with a raving maniac, huh?
What do you mean?
She was with a Frenchman. He was about to beat her when I arrived.
What the devil are you talking about?
I thought he was gonna kill the poor girl.
Did you intervene?
I did what was necessary to give you enough time to search her room.
Good work, my friend. I knew that I could count on you.
So tell me, did you find any information?
Oh, yes. What I found is likely to upset you.
What do you mean by that?
Elizabeth is indeed the daughter of John Adams.
Why pass her off as dead?
I found her medical file. It appears that for many years, your mother was her personal doctor. From what I read, she behaved more like a butcher than a doctor.
What are you talking about? I'm not a child. What's going on here?
John believed that his daughter was possessed. He appealed to your mother to save her, but the treatment she inflicted on the poor child... My God.
Look, stop beating around the bush. What exactly did she do to her?
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
Yes, in the name of duty.
Yeah, I think so too. She looks like a fucking bitch. Let me check actually character. Wait, isn't it like journal? Where's this? Was the home of his branches? Well, she does look like a bitch, to be honest.
My mother got her hands dirty for the common good, so don't be too
I
quick
can't
to
hear
judge
you
her.
when they're talking. Say what?
Okay, it's okay.
I can't hear you. You're really, really low when you're talking at the same time that these people are talking, so...
I said she expanded her own occult section of the order, so she's probably capable of anything.
For the common good? We're talking about the vivisection of a child. Of tattooing her from head to foot with a red-hot iron.
Stop this.
For her 5th birthday, she inflicted the stigmata of Christ on her. And for her 10th birthday, a hysterectomy. What kind of gift is that for a child?
My mother's not a monster.
I do not doubt that your mother meant well. But the techniques described in the file, it is pure torture.
I'm inclined to believe him, to be honest.
Please, I need some time alone.
I have seen some horrors in my time. But if what is written in these damned documents is true, be brave, my boy.
Give me a hug, George. Alright. What is this about the couch? I'm surprised that thing doesn't fall over. That looks like it weighs a ton. Like literally. Is it like bronze or something?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't sleep under that thing. Call me paranoid. Am I supposed to say something? Like a hint? No? Just keeps moving around like a screensaver. How relaxing. What a nice mouth. Nothing? No, okay, I think this is just stares oddly at stuff. Can I get here? Can I actually go back into the thingy? No, okay. I'll just get the fuck out of here then. Go back to bed. I think it's this way. No, it's this way. Jack Bill. Can I talk to the guy? No, I just go back to bed, I guess. No. Oh, wait. This is bedroom. Manuel Godoy.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Cannot enter. Oh, there we go.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Wow. No thanks to you, though. Seems like a bit dickish saying this.
It could have been worse. Let's say that Miss Adams will remember it for a couple of days.
What? Did you not intervene?
Of course not. What did you want me to do? That thug could have snapped me in half in 2 seconds.
So, you prefer to let that fragile young lady take a beating rather than risk getting slapped around a bit yourself? Mr. Derice, your mother would not have been proud of you.
Listen, next time it happens, join me instead of hiding behind the door. If you're gonna talk big, back it up.
You should be ashamed. I will pray for your soul, my son.
But I didn't intervene. What the fuck is he
My
talking
son,
about?
I have another problem. I wanted to speak to you about something important.
He makes it sound like I made the dude just beat her up. What?
Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still C.
Trade unlocked. One skill in manipulation. One skill in psychology. Diplomat. Occultism. Conviction costs 1 more effort point. You did not step in to defend Adams.
I was right.
I did step in, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Didn't I tell him like, hey dude, back off or I'm gonna snitch on you?
No,
And the guy was like,
didn't.
nah, I'll just get the fuck away from her.
My trust
I'm
in
confused.
you, Luis. Give me 1 second, please.
I'm confused.
I can't imagine what...
Sorry, I can't hear you. What?
You let him carry on so you could give Washington more time.
Yeah, he threw her on a couch. He didn't beat her to death. He didn't rape her or anything. The guy makes it sound like I just stood there and just...
That happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
It's probably just a list of pedophiles or something. Mary Chan lista.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Yeah. He better. Yeah, another achievement. Take a beating! Like, he didn't even touch her. He, like, threw her on a fucking couch. Fucking hell. They make it sound like the dude was, like, pounding away at her. Pretty sure women endured a lot worse back in those days when it came to beatings than just being thrown on a couch. Bunch of pussies. Ooh, 4 points. So I can get science and psychology, which sounds kind of good actually. I can get science, I can get occultism, I can get agility, and I can get psychology. I can get 2 of these 4. I think psychology would probably be good. Occultism or science. I think I'm gonna go to occultism. Seems to pop up a lot. Okay. Anyway. Wait, are they supposed to take like a book as well?
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Oh, there we go. Etiquette, diversion, conviction. Okay, etiquette. How was it? Etiquette, conversion? What was the other one? Etiquette, diversion, and conviction. Okay. I already have level 1 conviction. I already have level 1 diversion. Hmm. Reduces the cost and effort by 3. I'm better off taking this one, I guess. Etiquette. What's this? A circle-shaped key.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Unpack them then?
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Right, thank you.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room?
That's pretty nice.
Writing material. The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
What does that do again?
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Oh, sweet.
Golden elixir. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
What is that?
Something on the table. There's something on the table.
It would be a lot easier if you just typed in the Twitch thingy so I can read it.
Saturn devouring his son. Again?
I can't
I
hear
saw the
you.
same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
You're talking like at the same time these guys are talking. I can't hear both at the same time. I know something
There's a
on the
circle
table.
around the lock here.
I'll have a look in a second.
Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Well, I don't need to keep. I know. I'm checking it back. Yeah.
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
Yes, you should.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Just one of these.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
I don't see anything on the table.
Look. Markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travel log of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Ah, here. Is that what you meant?
Nothing. Writing material. Nice view. So relaxing. The view of the bay. Is this just... Here's something that will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Okay.
Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She must have used the writing materials. What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Yes, Harry. How did I reveal the message? Oh, I can take the ink. What? Why would I take the ink? This is the value of the candlestick. It's kind of nice.
Ah, secret writing. Many people use this method for their secret correspondences. Light the flame and the ink appears.
What do you think the ink well done? Are they actually like gonna cover the entire page with it?
Not sure.
Pour some ink. Yeah. Oh.
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message.
Not that retarded.
Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I'd better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Yeah.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Okay. Like right now, or? Let's go and have a looky. What's this?
Might be better to take a different stairway. That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Oh, sweet, I can actually unlock it.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
It's immune to politics. They don't really know what the immunity thing is, man. So if I have a talk with him, I can't use anything that's like political, or he's gonna be like, you know, bitch.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly.
The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte. A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
I wonder who it could be.
The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur.
What's this?
Amber.
Amber.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Another coin.
Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer, two great army chiefs.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
Alright. Not really much to learn here, to be honest. Okay, can do there. Let's go see the other rooms.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Okay.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Oh, nice. I get Ember.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
And a nice.
Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed? My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us, As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother if she still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Okay. Right. We're just ignoring the creepy pentagram.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Hmm. Wait, I thought I had some. Don't I have it? Oh, shit. Can't remember.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
So she's immune to psychology. And what was the other one? Manipulation. Okay.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Five circles. Shit.
30 November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman. August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
Look at the shadows. You seeing that?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the shadows. Wow, that's horrible. That's really horrible. Okay, I think I got everything now. Let's get the fuck out of here before we get caught. Oh, can enter this one as well. George Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Yeah, careful, no down. this bedroom, I guess. Who's this again? Biaggi. Who's it is? Oh, that's me. Where does the big titty lady sleep then?
Might be better to take a different stairway.
Alright. Okay, I'll remember. To Ritz alone.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
I'm sorry. I should have stopped him from beating you.
What's done is done. It was my fault, not yours.
Don't say that. It's never the victim's fault. Look at your eye.
My eye's nothing. Last night...
Wait, she beat him in the eye?
I found out that your mother was on the island.
Must have missed that.
What are you doing here?
I think everybody already knows my mom's...
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Yeah, I know.
If I understand rightly, you share a common past?
Are you saying I've made it all up? You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Wait, she's immune to psychology, right? Psychology manipulation.
Yeah, don't urge her to compile.
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation.
Ah, I should have used one of the potions.
You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Well, thank you.
Reverse psychology.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Yeah, sister, right? No.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her.
Yay!
Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
Whoop, whoop.
You see, before I was born, my mother...
Wait, determined was I have gained 1 skill point in questioning. Nice.
Often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
I suppose it's like too late to go back up.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Very impressive. Okay. Let's see what we can find. Yeah. I can go in. Go to the red salon on the first floor.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that Sir would like to know?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps Sir would like to know something else?
Useless.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Which one is which? Carmelite water.
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
Ah, shit. Suppose I could use one of these. Nah, fuck it.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend Sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Ah, fucking hell. Okay, fuck it. That. Why is it costing me one? What?
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope Sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now!
But sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May Sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
Oh, this dude is like such a dick. If you got any amber.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
God damn it. Well, I can do this and then I have manipulation, right? Do I have manipulation? Let me check if I have manipulation. Yes. So I can do this.
Well, no point in lying, you know. I know full well you haven't got any.
I would never think of lying, sir. I don't believe I am authorized to give it away. That is all.
Amber? Here? I'd be surprised.
Yet I assure you, sir.
No, you're pulling my leg. I don't believe you.
I wouldn't dare to joke with, sir.
Yeah, sure. You're just leading me on. I dare you to show it to me, if you really have some.
Well, then, sir, here is a piece.
Ah, right. Well, I'm impressed. Can you lend it to me for a minute?
Of course, sir. Here.
Wow. I can hardly believe it. Well, I have other questions.
Of course, sir. But, sir, I believe you haven't given me back the amber, sir.
What? What amber?
The piece I gave to sir.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You really ought to look after your things. And it can't be easy to come across amber in these parts.
Ah. Well, does sir desire anything else?
I'm such a dick in this game. This poor dude.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
My friend.
Very funny, sir.
God damn it.
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's.
The fuck is he again? One wonder. Oh, I'm actually missing some. Friend of King Frederick II from Prussia. Senate Lodge.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Impossible.
Who does not know of her, sir?
Surprising when you know Volner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose Croix Order, former Freemason and great lover of alchemy. And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
Please, go ahead.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Oh? For what reason, exactly?
Very funny.
The Prussian-Britannic coalition is not good for France. The last time we fought against them, our empire went up in smoke.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Oh dear.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
De Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur Van Bonnet.
Show us your teeth.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Vad är det då? Lönt.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Lord Mortimer has invited Napoleon along to negotiate an important commercial venture.
Nothing strange about that.
And the Golden Order is somehow involved.
What? Our order? Are you sure?
That's what I read in the letter from Mortimer to Napoleon.
This information is important. Thank you, Louis.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
What do you want to know?
I wonder if I should have told him that. Thinking now. I should have kept that information for myself.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about. And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree.
Bam.
Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Oh shit.
Washington is a very gifted speaker. Leave him for 5 minutes with sworn enemies and he'll convince them to be friends for life.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Yay, another achievement. Oh, there's no alternative pass? Okay. Ooh. Wow, 8 points. Goddamn. I'll take this so we get right to it. Take seeds. What else should I take? These two. There we go. Do politics. And then maybe logic as well. No, oh, wait. 70 achievement!
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Notes by Torishi. Etiquette, diversion, conviction, politics, psychology. There's a lot of shit. Psychology. Manipulation. Manipulation. What's manipulation? It doesn't really matter what I take, I guess. Navigate, diversion, conviction, politics, psychology, manipulation. Manipulation. I'll just take politics then. Alright, I'm gonna stop it here, I think. I'm hungry. Also, I don't want to finish this in one go because I get the feeling this is gonna take another hour or two. Alright, what was the cancel?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, it was very good. I like it a lot. Okay. Oh, it actually exited the game. Hi. Sleep well, everybody.